CeeDee Lamb, Dak, took advantage of bye week, recalibrated connection for Cowboys. The duo of Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb had homework going into the bye week, the usually dominant offensive duo having been disjointed on several occasions throughout the first 6 games of the 2024 season, creating a key driver in the Dallas Cowboys' inability to consistently find the end zone. With 2 weeks to recalibrate and to prepare for the coming battle against the San Francisco 49ers, the two attacked the issue in balance with also allowing their bodies and minds to rest and reset. "We love a bye week," said Lamb. "Let's just say that we took advantage of it. Anything we felt like we missed out on together as a unit, as a duo, we hopped on it and got right to work, used every day, every opportunity that we could to get better. I feel like it's going to show." For his part, Prescott agrees. "I can just tell you now, it's been better in these last couple of days," he added. Having drawn criticism as of late from Hall of Fame quarterback and Cowboys legend Troy Aikman, Lamb accepted the intent behind the statement and isn't shying away from the accountability component of it all. "We've got to be better overall, that's all," the All-Pro wideout said in response to Aikman's assessment of Dallas' current crop of receivers and their route running. One would think it would all serve as added motivation for what needs to happen next, particularly in conjunction with who they're set to play and the outcome of the previous 3 outings against that team, but Lamb says the latter isn't factoring into any of this week's prep. "Nah, no extra motivation because the motivation is always there," he said. "We need to win. Obviously, we know what kind of game it's going to be. So, as far as motivation, that's all we need." And with that, it's full bore toward Levi's Stadium, where both clubs are clawing against all manner of misfortune to try and turn their season back in a positive direction. "They know us and we know them," said Lamb. "I mean, we've seen them the last 3 years. Obviously, they're very physical. We know how they're going to approach us. We got to match their energy and come ready to play. And having 2 weeks to prepare and to recover and learn from the ongoings of September through mid-October could serve the Cowboys well this weekend. That is, of course, if they get out of their own way and allow it to." Parsons misses Cowboys practice, unlikely to play versus 49ers. Dallas Cowboys superstar defensive end Micah Parsons appears unlikely to suit up for the Sunday Night Football showdown against the 49ers. Parsons did not practice on Thursday due to a lingering high ankle sprain, making it unlikely that he will be active for the Week 8 game at Levi's Stadium. Once again, Cowboys DE Micah Parsons did not practice Thursday due to his ankle injury, making it unlikely he'll be able to recover in time for Sunday night's game versus the 49ers. Say goodbye to the bye week and hello to the next challenge, which happens to be the Dallas Cowboys' nightmare for the past 2 seasons, namely the San Francisco 49ers. Although DeMarvion Overshown wasn't present to suffer the last 3 defeats at the hands of Kyle Shanahan, he knows what's at stake in Week 8. Both teams desperately need a win, as the Cowboys visit with a 3-3 record to face the 49ers after Shanahan's group fell to 3-4 in the season, and both are currently devastated by injuries. "We just need to trust our training and the brothers we play with on the field," said Overshown. "We have a lot of injured players, and so do they, but we can't use that excuse to not play good football. We've all been playing this game for a long time, and we know our ultimate goal, which is to finish 1-0 each week. That's the plan for this week as well." It's always a foregone conclusion that the 49ers will play the Cowboys as if the fate of the world depended on not allowing Dallas to get a win, regardless of who is available to play and who is not, and the Cowboys know this very well. The most important key will be to stop the ground attack, regardless of who's catching passes from Brock Purdy, as this has been a key flaw of the defense, leading to slow defensive starts and, combined with the Cowboys' offensive struggles, has often sent them into a nosedive at home. The Cowboys have performed slightly better as visitors, although not by much, so forcing Purdy to play a one-dimensional game could very well tilt the odds in favor of the Cowboys on Sunday night. It definitely does, and when you have a defensive coordinator like Coach Mike Zimmer, you know he has the answers to the test, responded Overshown when asked if it's a lack of execution fueling the issues. "We have to focus on our job, and we must hold ourselves accountable for doing what he tells us to do. But we're losing sight of that in the game. And once we start slow, we don't recover. We need to come out and start fast, attacking them and not being attacked." This weekend's battle will be the 41st time the two organizations have faced off, including the postseason. The 49ers' streak of 3 consecutive victories gives them a 20-19-1 advantage over the Cowboys in the series. A win in Week 8 would not only even things up for the two clubs, who are also tied with 5 Lombardi trophies each, but it could also determine the trajectory of both teams heading into the second half of the season. That's as both feverishly try to be the first of the two to claim a 6th ring. "We gotta get rolling," said the former third-round rookie. Those first 6 weeks, September football, early October football, Cowboys finally trade for star RB in latest mock proposal. Jerry Jones might deny it all he wants, but it's obvious that the Dallas Cowboys need reinforcements if they want to be competitive this season. The November 5th trade deadline is right around the corner, and if the Cowboys don't make a significant addition, they will likely be nowhere near Super Bowl contention. Sitting at 3-3 for the season, the Cowboys have disappointed on both ends of the field. They currently have the 31st ranked defense and the 20th ranked offense in the league. One of the most glaring weaknesses is the running game. Dallas has one of the least inspiring RB rooms in the NFL. They are currently averaging a league-worst 3.5 yards per carry and ranked dead last in rushing yards and touchdowns. Despite the delusional front office, fans and the media are clamoring for a trade to address this weakness. The Athletic's Mike Jones and Jeff Howe proposed a trade that could help solve this issue for the Cowboys. In their latest piece, they have Browns star Nick Chubb headed to Dallas in exchange for a 3rd-round and a 6th-round pick in the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft. The Cleveland Browns are 1-6 for the season, and they already traded away Amari Cooper. They will likely move on from any veterans with some trade value. Chubb is not only 28, but he is also in the final year of his contract, making him an obvious trade candidate. Chubb has the star power team owner Jerry Jones covets. Although it's a risk with Chubb just getting back from a huge knee injury, the reward could be massive if Chubb closes the season as a top 10 back. In his last healthy season, Chubb put up 1,525 yards and 12 touchdowns in 17 games, establishing himself as one of the best running backs in the league. He suffered a torn ACL, PCL, and MCL since then, but even in his diminished state, the 4-time Pro Bowler is likely better than any of the Cowboys' options on the roster.